Hi there, I'm Dr. Paulette Sherman coming to you from mydatingandrelationshipschool.com. Today I'm going to answer a question I get a lot, which is how do I date if I'm looking to get married fairly quickly? So, the first thing I want you to keep in mind is to marry yourself first so that you like your life, you like yourself, and you're committed to your vision. This way, you won't get led astray by anybody who comes along because you're too needy. You also won't turn people off because you're looking to be completed or looking for someone to save you. So I think that's really important. Work on liking yourself as you are, even if you're a work in progress, and liking your life. And then you will come across more confident and be far more attractive. Number 2, be ready yourself. This is one that we often overlook. We just blame the opposite sex for the fact that we're not successful. But the truth is we attract who we are, and you are the source of all you do. So I want you to think about and look at, how am I putting up obstacles to what I say I want? Am I constantly going after guys who like me more than I like them so that I can get a challenge? Am I picking unavailable men who clearly would never want to get married and are just fun? Am I turning down guys who would be great husbands who are actually physically attractive because they feel more like friends, or I've decided they're not my type? What am I doing consistently that is not getting me the results that I want? And again, I'm not telling you to settle or to not be attracted to somebody. I'm more talking about your dating psychology, because you could be frustrated with what's out there, but you're really creating it based on your own inner psychology defenses or fears. So that is number 2. Make sure that you are ready. You're expecting someone else to be ready too. Number 3, know your essentials. If you're going on a journey, you need to know what are the main things you need to do or steps to get there. And make sure they're reasonable. You cannot have 100 things you need in a partner. I'm sorry. I don't care what age you are or how quickly you want to get married. Make it 5 to 7, and hopefully make them inside qualities so that you're not too attached to the package. So they could be things like, I need somebody who's ready to get married also. And if they know it's me, they'll be willing to do so. And somebody who wants kids. Or it could be somebody who's very kind and cares about my feelings as much as their own. And I think those kind of qualities or essential things are often easier to find in many packages than something where you're like, oh, he has to be 6'3" and Indian and make $500,000. If that's the case, fine, it's your life, but you understand my point. So know what essentially you need, and then be willing to date anyone who has those main things. Don't rule them out until you've given them at least 1 to 3 chances so that you can be open and not too limited in the beginning. Number 4, know your deal breakers. These are set in place before you meet somebody so that you're not just going haywire with your emotions and your hormones. So if Brad Pitt comes along and wants to ask you out, you're not just going to have an affair for a year if you know that he doesn't want kids and you're desperate, you're 40 and you want to get married and have a kid soon. And then you're going to get resentful of poor Brad Pitt later when it was really your decision. So you need to know, what is it I'm not willing to do right now, given my situation? I'm not willing to date somebody who is going to be a drug addict, or who just got out of a divorce and it's going to take a while to get married, or who won't have kids. And I also think it is very important to be willing to be straight and to say what it is you want. You don't want to force your agenda down the other person's throat if they're not ready. But it's fair at some point, not on the first, second, or third date, but after you've been exclusive and you've been in this relationship for a little while, it's fair to share where you stand and what your vision is. So you can say something like, I'm 39 or 40 and I'm looking to get married within a year and have a kid. Obviously, that doesn't mean it's going to be them or they need to make a decision right now, but at least they get a sense of whether you're on the same page. And if they don't say anything, then eventually you could circle back and ask them, is that something that if we are a match that you could see happening, so that you're not just wasting your time. Even though you're a woman, be willing to put yourself out there and be clear. And lastly, I think it's very important to stand for your vision and to be willing to walk away. So clearly the heart knows what it wants, and you may really love somebody and you may be willing to compromise and give them a little extra time. But ideally, if you only have a window of a year or 2 or 3 to really have your heart's desire, it's important that you understand that and they understand that, and that you both be happy. So you have to be willing to walk away in order to try to get what you do most want. Otherwise, you might regret it later. So that's just some advice, and I hope it's helpful. If you like this video, please comment below and please subscribe. Bye.